Alright guys, this is Mike Gliscors here, bringing you the UAPB Season 2 Reboot Week 2 match against the California Chesnaughts and Coach Alpha. Pretty much this team consists of really huge, bulky threats, like Hippowdon, Mega Venusaur, Licky Licky. I believe he did have other stuff that was just really annoying to deal with. This was the ideal mons he brought. I apologize for no no Teambuilder, no live recording. I've just been really under the weather this week. I probably still sound it, so I do apologize for that. If you guys came out to the stream last night, really appreciate that. If you saw it afterwards, that's cool too. As that was just something I was trying to throw together for not uploading throughout the week, as I was trying to get back on schedule with 3 uploads a week, but talking was not something I enjoyed doing for the last couple days. So we do have a bulk up Zero Aura with Flying MZ for this big fat Mega Kangaskhan, as he has stuff like Mandibuzz, Suicune, and other things like that that just are annoyed by Zero Aura spamming its Plasma Fist. This only brings one mom that's weak to it. Good prep on his part for that, as he does bring a Hippowdon. Grass Knot didn't do much to it anyway, and he was probably going to bring Rindoberry, just because Grass Knot is its only move. We do have Beedrill with Defog, Fell Stinger, Poison Jab, and Knockoff. Knockoff for this, as we can Fell Stinger something and try to sweep around. We could have U-turned throughout his team, but I didn't see him switching that much, especially with Fat Wish Passers. I didn't really see him doing that much. We do have a Scarf Greninja for his Scarf Delphox, which he ended up not bringing, as he just brought straight bulk. But we do have Dark Pulse, Grass Knot, Hydro Pump, and U-turn. We have a Sub Kyurem with Toxic, Ice Beam, Earth Power, pretty much to stall out something like Venusaur, sub him in front of the Hippowdon, Toxic through his team. And that was the main purpose of that. And then we have Stealth Rock, Kobla Berry, Celebi, as we don't want Hawlucha setting up. We can take it Acrobatics and then fire off a Psychic, as well as Nasty Plot, Giga Drain for this. And then, unfortunately, we didn't get to run any attack EVs on Durant because of Lovely Showdown, but it is a Home Claws, X-Scissor, Rock Slide, Iron Headset, which does a lot of work to his team, and can set up freely in front of Hippowdon, as well as in front of this Licky Licky. So without further ado, let's get into it. He leads Suicune, as we're going to lead Celebi, assuming that we can just set up rocks in front of anything really. We set up our rocks and he fires off a Signal Beam. This shows that he's max attack modest. Well, max special attack modest. We just Giga Drain, as I don't really know what he wants to do, and unfortunately we sack the Celebi to the Ice Beam. But we do find out that Suicune's max HP, max special attack, and it is Assault Vested. Got the Zero Aura and then double out into Kyurem. I'm expecting either Hippowdon or the Mega Venusaur that wants to come out. With Kyurem, we are going to sub up. Nothing really else we're going to do. Also going to turn the speed up in this game, because we're in for a real treat here. So we go for the Ice Beam. As we EV'd ourselves to take a Sludge Bomb. Sludge Bomb will never break our sub. That was one of the things I made sure to EV. As well as Ice Beams are slowly gonna weaken him down. We sub again as he goes for Synthesis. It should have used 2, but pressure was not working at the time of this. Not really anything we could have done about it. But he goes for Synthesis again because he's getting really low. Ice Beam also has a 10% chance to freeze, which we're really banking on here, because losing Venusaur would be really nice for us, as Kyurem is always going to end up at 94% after doing all these attacks. So there's really nothing we ever have to worry about on its HP side, as we will always get a free sub out of this. He starts spamming Earthquakes, which we also can take, as that will never break our sub either. Sludge Bomb, of course, is always stronger because he probably has special attack investment, as well as other stuff. Well, not other stuff, as he probably doesn't have any attack investment, and it's Stab. But knowing he's gonna go for synthesis, we got into B drill to maybe think we're gonna U-turn. We just fire off a poison jab to see how much damage it's gonna do. Hippowdon eats that up fairly well. We go right back out into cure him, assuming he's gonna set up rocks. As we can get another sub off. Venusaur will come in on rocks. Or no, we just go straight for Ice Beam just in case he wants to stay in and fire off like a Stone Edge. We're just gonna keep clicking Ice Beam. I don't really see him doing anything. Like maybe he went for Sludge Bomb there and we could have got away with something, but we're gonna get back up behind the sub. Our Earth Power, maybe get a Spit F drop. Because that can really benefit us. Making this thing lose some Spit F. We get out of the sub, click Earth Power again. Forgetting why I don't go back into my sub here. I don't see a reason why I shouldn't have, but I guess maybe I just got tired of it. I don't really see why am I not going into sub? Oh, I said something about pressure not working, and I guess I just kind of got tired of stalling it out. He goes into Licky Licky. We fire over Toxic, finally getting the Toxic something, as he does go for a Wish. We go into Zeraora, as it can take any normal type move he wants to go for, assuming that he only has that and maybe Earthquake. We are going to go for the Bulk Up here on his Protect, as he's going to be scared for a close combat, and which will knock him out of 76. We go for the Plasma Fist, as it hits anything that wants to come in. At 37%, he cannot take a Flynium Z, and we finally get rid of the Venusaur, so that thing is now gone. It goes on to Hippowdon. The only thing we can do is go out and cure him and sack this to both Poison, Rocks, and just Earthquake. Now the Venusaur's down. Go on to Greninja, get her for a U-turn as he's not going to want to stay in. Goes on to Licky Licky, which gives us a free switch again into our Zeraora, but we want to go B-Drill and not let his Hippowdon come in. Go B-Drill, go for the knockoff. He loses his leftovers. He tosses up a Wish. Don't know what he wants to toss that Wish into, but we are going to defog away these rocks on my side of the field because they really annoy B-Drill coming in. So now we go Durant on the Earthquake, eat that up fairly well, and go for the Hone Claws as we don't have any EVs in attack, which really sucks. Since we have no EVs in attack, this is a roll to kill. It does. Really good there. Now, if we have EVs, this knocks out Haxorus from full, but we hit a crit, and Haxorus goes straight down. He goes on to Hippowdon. If we were at max EVs, that would have knocked out, or done more than half. So now we're just banking on a crit here, as he finally goes for the Earthquake and knocks us out. I go Gren, click the Grass Dot, shows his Renault. Didn't want to miss a Hydro Pump, so I didn't go for it there. And the Crossbow comes out as we go hard into Zeraora. Nothing he can really do to touch that. We're going to start firing off some Plasma Fists. At +2, we cannot outspeed Scarf Greninja. Shows the Psychium Z, knocks out Zeraora. Go on to Greninja, have to bank on some Dark Pulse flinches here. I could have maybe U-turned out and then went for a Dark Pulse, but I didn't really think like that. I'll go for Dark Pulse, hoping for flinch, don't get it. And Beedrill could not take this Voting Geyser at all. Definitely misplayed that end game because I could have U-turned out, took in the Signal Beam with Beedrill, went back out into Grand on the Photon Geyser and clicked Dark Pulse. Maybe won that way, or U-turned out again, sacked Beedrill and went for Dark Pulse and won the game. All definite possibilities, but I feel like once I U-turned out, he would have assumed I was Scarfed and set up a Rock Polish in front of the Gren, predicting like petty, like Volt turns kind of switch out stuff. So, really good game played on his part. Being 1-1 after a 1-0 loss doesn't really matter to me that much because we do get a rematch against him, and we know now that we can beat him with something like a max attack to Durant. We know that we have the stuff to beat him and are able to. A 1-0 loss doesn't really matter to us too much because differential, we are still at, I believe, a +2 differential. If I don't think I updated the doc, but as of being okay. So we're at 1-1 with a we're at 1-1 with a +1 differential, which puts us about middle of the road. Right down to 7th, as he will surpass us with being 2-0 with a +2 differential. So that's really not too much to worry about. I believe next on the schedule we do play good old brother Yubby, someone we played last season. His team looks really scary against mine, so it's going to be something we're going to have to really prep hard against, but hopefully we can bring Blacephalon to a match, as we have not brought it all season, and it's definitely something in the PDL that you've seen I've always brought. If you do watch that league, I always bring Blacephalon, and I can do a lot of work with it. But in this last 2 matches against Bob and Alpha, yeah, I didn't really see it doing much work. So hopefully against our next match we can try to bring it. So if you guys did enjoy this match, fortunately we have lost this one, but only one of the 12 matches in this. I don't even know how many weeks there are. One of the 12 matches in the league. We're looking forward to bouncing back. So that's pretty much it for me. I am the York Gliscors, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.